Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the late afternoon show with your boy Tim. Let that beat drop. Here we go. Hey, on the same frequency. Guys, if you see me extra hyped today, this is my birthday week. It is countdown to the non-leap year. Hey, vibrations. Hey. Guys, it is another edition of the late afternoon show. I am super excited. If you guys are gambling, betting people, today is a lucky day because you rolled a double. You get Tim and Tim. We got Tim Salau, Mr. Future of Work, CEO of Guide, Forbes Next 1000 Extraordinaire. We got a heavy hitter in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hey. Y'all feel that magnetism in the air? I always feel like I should not be a DJ because I play more than 90 seconds of any song. Here we go. Hey. If you are joining us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, please let us know in the chat where you are joining us from. That is the way that I know that you are here with us. Type in the chat where you are coming from. If it's Memphis, Tennessee, let us know. If it is London, UK, let us know. If it's Brisbane, Australia, let us know where you're joining us from. We like to see where the Meaningful Work family is. So let us know. We'll give some folks some time to come on as we vibe to these vibrations. Oh my God. Hey. You know Megan. Megan is going to be in the house. Yo, Megan, we love you. Both Tims love Megan. Oh, my gosh. She is, there you go, Memphis. We are in the house. Pittsburgh, Mr. Murdoch in the house. Hey. It's ATL Georgia. What's up, Wayne? Welcome to the party, fam. Hey. You give me those good vibrations. Oh, on the same frequency. Hey. Yo, we got a bunch of connectors in here. Every single person that is in here is connected through or by Tim or one of the Tims in some way. So we got me, Tim, and Tim Murdoch. We got Wayne, who was connected by Tim. Me, Tim, with Tim Salau and Tim Murdoch, and Megan with Tim. It's just all over the place. Hey. Here we go. Let it ride out. It's a vibration, baby. Oh. Guys, it is the late afternoon show. Welcome to another. Hey. Settle down, DJ. That's enough. I turned you off. My DJ's getting mad hype. And that's me. Guys, it is the late afternoon show. Welcome. Thank you so much for everybody that's coming through. We got Jasmine. We got Ohio in the house. We got ATL in the house. We got Memphis in the house. We got Pittsburgh in the house. I'm in Sacramento. So we got Sacramento in the house. Ilya, I don't know. Maybe she's taking care of them kids. She'll come and check us out here in a little bit. Guys, we are excited to chat with Tim Salau today. He has been an inspiration to many, and we are going to pick his brain this afternoon and talk a little bit about what he's up to, what he's looking forward to, what he's excited about. Let us know where you are joining from. If this is your first time joining us on the late afternoon show, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, if this is your first time, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. We like to see all of our newcomers and welcome them to the family. Welcome to the Meaningful Work family. So if you're watching it live, put a 1. If you're watching it on the rebroadcast, put a 1 as well. And let us know it was the rebroadcast or the archive show that you're watching. But without further ado, we're about to get these jokes. We're about to get these jokes, folks. You guys are about to get these jokes, and you guys let me know how I'm doing. If it's funny, put a ha-ha. If it's whack, put a sad face. Or you can put a ha-ha and crying face and let me know, Tim, you need to stop. But we ain't going to stop. We're taking it all the way to the top. So you guys may have heard that there was a Mars rover that made it all the way to Mars. NASA has actually landed the rover on Mars. So it's a very historic, exciting moment for the country, actually for the world. I mean, to be able to be going out there, exploring the solar system like that. So obviously the main objective of the rover on Mars is to see if there's any signs of intelligent life. And so NASA has recently reported that after they're done with the rover on Mars, they are going to send the rover to Washington, D.C. with the same mission. Can we find any signs of intelligent life? Yo, we are going to go global, national. Everybody can get this shade. And speaking of life, man, life has been really, really tough for the folks in Texas. I know Tim Salau was in Texas for a little bit. I got some family that's out in Texas, and it was just crazy with the storms, the power outages, the lack of water, and it's just a really, really crazy time in Texas. So shout out, there's some organizations that are really doing. David Richardson, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. This is your first time. Welcome to the Meaningful Work family in the late afternoon show. But yeah, so Texas has really been going through it, and folks are sending help as much as they can. But Ted Cruz, man, what ill timing for this guy to hop on a plane and leave the country and go to Mexico for while the country was freezing. And so Joe Biden has said that he is actually going to build a wall. He is going to build a wall, but this time it's to keep politicians in the country, not going to Mexico. So we're going to get that wall, folks. We're going to get that wall. So guys, we're super excited. You might be able to see it on my face that I am juiced to have my guy, Tim Salau, Mr. Future of Work. He was actually one of my first guests. He was actually my first guest on the late afternoon show back last year, but I was doing too much. I was young and I was naive. I was trying to have a whole studio and lights and music and all of that stuff, and technology would not let me begin. God humbled me. He was like, nah, bro, you doing too much. And so the connection was all bad, and it just was not a great experience. I was like, there's no way I can do my boy Tim like this. No, I can't. So we're having him back on the late afternoon show. Guys, he has, I mean, I'm going to read off his bio. Y'all going to get this bio. But let us, where's my theme music? Let us get Mr. Tim. Hey, y'all give it up. I want you guys to put some clapping emojis. Smash that clap emoji as we welcome Mr. Salau to the stream. Hey. There you go. What's up? What's up, Tim? Hey, look at this guy. Look at bye.
Hey, Bob. Hey, bro, turn that up. Hey, if we were in first right now, I'll be jamming with you, bro.
How you living, man? Tim Salau, chairman, the chief of chiefs. How are you, bro?
Dude, I'm grateful to be alive, man. You know, I'm in the best state and condition possible, given what some people are still suffering through. Yeah. I mean, in the U.S. recently, there's 500,000 deaths due to COVID-19. Which is wild, really saddening. But I'm doing well, man. Alive, just building and thriving, man.
Yo, bro, I feel that 100%. We were seeing the reports of, they're trying to visualize what 500,000 deaths look like, and it's like, man, I don't want to visualize that, but you've got to. And you see the kind of state that you're in, and it helps you appreciate what you do have, right? The blessings that you do have, the family, the opportunities that you do have. So 100%, man. For folks that don't know, Tim Salau is the guy. He is the guy, and I've known he's the guy for a very long time. A couple years ago, as I'm just kind of starting being more intentional about what I'm doing on LinkedIn, I saw Tim. He had a post on there, just high energy. I was like, man, this guy needs to be my friend. And so I sent him a message, and this guy is a busy guy, right? He has over 200,000 followers on there. He's worldwide. He's international. So I sent him a little message trying to say, hey, how can we connect? And very, very busy guy. And I was like, I need to get in touch with this guy one way, shape, or form. And finally, my wife and I were actually on the way out of the country or out of the city or state for something. And there was an event that popped up that my friend was doing, and it had Tim Salau as one of the guest speakers. I was like, babe, I've been chasing this guy for like 6 or 7 months now. We have to go to this event. And so on our way to the airport, we went to the event, and boom, there he was. He was talking about, I think we're talking about investing in Africa or something like that. And we connected, we vibed, and it has just been the best thing ever since. Joined him as a creator in his guide network. I am a customer of Big Black Tea, trying to make the transition from coffee to tea, and he has been an enabler of that, and just been following his journey. Super excited. He's the CEO of Guide, which has not just, he's an investor in a number of other businesses. He is a keynote speaker internationally. He is, bro, this so much stuff. All you got to do is go to mrfutureofwork.com or timsalau.com, and you see all the stuff that my guy has done. But dude, tell me about you're one that really has a very positive outlook. You're kind of high off of life all the time, high energy. But these last few weeks, you've been on one. Like, there is something that happened with Forbes. Like, we are on one. Talk to me about why this Forbes mention. What is it, and why does it mean so much to you?
You know what, Tim? First of all, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for being a customer and being a follower of our movement for a couple of years now, man. You've been following my work and a lot of things I'm doing. One, I would tell you as a leader, I'm really appreciative of that. Because you keep us going. We're inspired by leaders like you who are creators, fathers, entrepreneurs, and whatever. And it's for me, a lot of the work that we do, it's not like we're not the type of company or firm that it's just about the money. It's about the people. It's about our relationships and how can we be a service to our community. And I want to shout out to some of our day ones who are on this the show right now. Shout out to Jennifer, Kirsty, and Megan. And one of the reasons, I've really been on one. I've been on one everywhere on all my socials, and it's actually because that Forbes Next 1000 feature, it took us to a whole different level in ball game, and technology never works when you need it to.
We can see your smiling face. You good? There we go.
It took us to a whole different level in ball game, and we've been building Guide for about 2 years now. We've been leading this movement for about 2 years now. And I remember a time when I was fundraising for us in Silicon Valley, internationally, remotely, and I was pitching everybody on this opportunity with our company. So many people told me no. So many people we didn't hear back from. So many people, looked at me and didn't give me an opportunity to believe in me as a founder. And there's all kinds of mix of reasons why, partners or venture capitalists pass on you. Some of it is because some of the way that they work is completely unethical. A lot of them are trying to steal your business. They're trying to invest in your business, but not you as a founder. They don't respect your independence, your creative work. And for us, when we saw the Forbes feature, when I saw it, the Next 1000 piece, I want to tell you, bro, I almost missed the email. I don't even check email like that, man. You know me, like I'm always in my text. I'm in DMs and stuff like that. But we saw the email. I saw the email, and they were like, "Your Next 1000." You know what I'm saying? And out of 30 million small and medium businesses, there's 30 million small and medium businesses, bro. Almost 50 million.
Man,
there's 1,000 companies that you all should be looking out for. The world should be looking out for that are up next. You know what I'm saying? Like Wall Street next.
Yes.
And for me, for a company and for me as a leader, and with everything that we've been through with the business, that was huge for me personally as a leader, because I remember everybody that didn't believe in us. And the only people that believe in us are our day ones, like you, Kersia, Megan, Tim Murdoch, right? Like all of these amazing people who see the work that we're doing, what we stand for. But every VC that I pitched in Silicon Valley, man, they didn't see that, right? They just saw another black face. They just saw another company that they can invest in, but steal from the founder. And for us, it was truly gratifying as a company to see our work being recognized at such a high level and such a high standard. And I had to let the world know, man, like only rock with your day one. Only rock with the people who have been there from day one. No one else matters.
Yes, man. And that's one thing that, you know, if I can take a lesson from you. And so a lot of what I do, there you go. Megan is saying the future of work is meaningful. And Tim is sharing that, oh yeah, he knows about that tea. That is some great tea. You know about it. But, you know, one of the things that I've learned from you, Tim, is how you rock with your community. Like, it's on a different level. Like, there's folks that are like engaged with their customers, or, you know, at least on a social media level, but you are in the trenches. Like, you know that your heart is with your people, and it's not just about giving them a good product, but it's about empowering them in whatever it is that they're doing. So whether it's like myself on Mr. Meaningful Work, or, you know, some of the other creators on some of the platforms that they're doing, you as a brand, you as a person, not only engage with them about, you know, just in talking with them, but empowering them and lifting them and connecting them, you know, with where they want to be, shouting them out, putting them on platforms and letting the world see who they are. That's engagement with community on a level that I don't think anybody else is really doing. Like, real talk, I don't see a lot of other companies taking their customers and putting them on a pedestal, and showing the world, like, hey, these are the people that we get to cater to, we get to serve. Look at what they're doing. And I think you really have found the holy grail in that, and I really appreciate that about you, bro.
Thanks, Tim. And, you know, that's been our MO. That's been I mean, I've been doing this community building work for quite some time personally, and a lot of it shows through our company, and through our team, and how I lead our team and ensure that, you know, we always see ourselves as a platform for customers, like monthly customer obsession conversations. You know, let's connect our customers in any capacity that we can as we're building the business. You know, let's be on their shows. Let's help. Like, how can we make their shows more successful? Like, it's written in the way we operate. And I think for me, you know, we see a lot of companies that say that they're down for the cause, they're down for the people, and, you know, they have good products, but the leaders don't show that, right? So for me, I often have to model what I expect from our people. And it was so gratifying when we saw that Forbes X 1000 piece, man, because it was validation for us in the sense of, like, we don't need anyone else but our day ones. If, you know, the people who invest in you by purchasing your product, and I want to tell this to any entrepreneur, any founder, any business owner listening, because you're an entrepreneur, Tim. You talk to a lot of entrepreneurs. You know, you buy your own, you buy property, you got family. You know what I'm saying? Like never, like don't never give up on your vision, on your dreams, for your family, for yourself, how you want to build wealth. But number two, only focus on customers, right? Like, if those customers end up being investors, even better. But customers are truly the greatest investor in the world. Yes, because you can have a long relationship with customers. And I talk to so many entrepreneurs, Tim, and so many founders, dog, who don't know this. Right? And like, they sell their businesses, they sell 30-50% of their business, but they don't even got no customers.
How, Sway? How, Sway?
You have no customers, and you just sold 30-50% of your business to an investor that doesn't really care about, like, you as an entrepreneur, as a founder. And now you have no equity in your business. You're down 50 to 70%.
Where your masters at? You don't own your masters.
You don't own your masters. You don't own your IP. You don't own anything. And then you don't have customers. So how are you going to expect to grow? How are you going to expect to be successful in the long term? So for me, man, that's always been our philosophy with how we build our company, how we serve our creators, because that independence, ownership is really, really big, man. So it's just so good to see y'all succeed, our customers, because that's actually how we validate if we're doing a good job as a company. Do we see the people that we're serving grow in their careers, in their companies, in their community? Like is Tim creating new shows? Like, all of these things are actually how you can indicate, is a brand good? And for us, man, we know we got a rock star brand, and Forbes just validated that for us.
Dude, that is beautiful. And that kind of like leads me to my next question, which is, you know, one of the things that you are notorious for is really kind of lifting the veil on what goes on in startup world, in Silicon Valley and venture world, and just being honest about your perspective and what that looks like. And I think we live in such a great day and age where we can follow influential leaders like yourself, right? Before they get, I mean, you up there, but just imagine if we saw the hustle of Jeff Bezos before he became like the Jeff Bezos that we know. You know what I'm saying? And like, you are going to be a Jeff Bezos, like you are going to be an Elon Musk. And the fact that we can follow your journey and see the things that you're, experiencing now. I mean, Clubhouse almost broke down when Elon Musk was on there because, he's talking about some of the things like the behind the scenes and stuff like that. So what I want to ask you is, what is one thing about being a founder, about being a CEO, in this space that would surprise the rest of us, right? Yeah. That we probably wouldn't know unless you shared it with us or showed.
It's a relationship-based game. It's a network-based game, right? First of all, I want to share. I take being a founder seriously. This is not a 2-year, 3-year stint for me. This is legacy work.
Yeah,
my life's work, right? Like serving our customers, building this company, building this movement, the culture that we represent.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a founder of Guide Till I Die. Right? That
is commitment right there. Like that is.
Like I'm in this role now. I may not always be the CEO. I'm an executive chairman now, right? Yeah. But I'm gonna be leading this work, leading this culture till I die. Yeah. I'm a founder. That is literally the mental model of a true founder. And what a lot of people don't realize about raising venture capital, being a founder, entrepreneurship fundamentally in venture capital, it's all about relationships. And it's actually the reason why venture capital is to a degree so bad, because if you don't have the network, if you don't have the access to the right partners, the right people, funds with billions of dollars of assets under management, or people who are wealthy, and you really need it, whether you're black, brown, or you're a woman, it's going to be hard for you to get that funding because you're not in those networks. Right? You don't have those relationships. You don't have that relationship capital. And here's the thing for me, I'm fortunate. I've been in the tech industry for a long time. A lot of people know me as a leader. I'm an evangelist. I know my tech, right? I know the tech. I talk about it, and I have the relationships. But even I know that a lot of the way venture capital works is actually very crooked, in the sense of, if you're someone, for example, Tim, you're building a company and you need funding, let's say $50,000 to $100,000, right? And I sign you to a term sheet, the terms, and it says that I need 30% of your company at that stage for $100K. That's crazy. If you just think about it, 30% of the company, because this might be your life's work. It might be something you do to feed your family. You could buy property with your business, right? You can buy other assets with your business, but I sign you to a 30% term sheet that, and only give you $100K, which in the long run, it doesn't really, like, you could you could get $1 million in revenue someday, right? The brand in itself, as soon as you create it, it's worth $1 million. Right? You can keep it going, right? You have your own brand, right? You can keep on building that community. But I sign you to a term sheet that takes 30% of your company on day one and only give you a nice little $50K. That's criminal, right? But it's very analogous to the music industry and how in the past so many artists got taken advantage of, and they didn't own their masters, they didn't own any of their work. And now you see, leaders such as Jay-Z, they're bossed up, right? Because they're selling their wine, they own their businesses, they own their own title, they're doing all of it. And that's because Jay-Z realized something in his career, in his journey as an artist and as a legend, that ownership is so important. And here's why it's so important. Because you yourself are a unique brand, right? No one can duplicate you, right? No one can duplicate the investments that Tim makes in anything that he does, right? So the longer you exist, the longer your influence, your culture, right, your taste, right? That's what people are finding. That's what your community is following. So Elon is a brand, right? Elon invested Elon didn't even found Tesla. He didn't even create that thing, right? But he invested in it. He marketed it. People follow Elon and they associate that with Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
it. That's it. So it's and the thing about venture capital, a lot of people don't realize is that it can be a very cricket game. It could be a very cricket game. So you have to be mindful of how are you maintaining ownership in your business? How are you maintaining your independence? And for us, once again, it goes back to we were so grateful. We were so excited about the Forbes Next 1000 piece because, man, it just showed us that we were doing everything right. We've been doing everything right, and that we're building a successful company and movement.
So what I'm hearing you say is that some of the things that folks probably don't know is, number one, it's a relationship game. You really got to network. You really got a relationship. You really got to build meaningful relationships, because that is where the access comes, is through those relationships, and the importance of ownership, knowing what your personal brand is, and being very aware and conscious about what you're giving away, what you're holding, the value that you have. And Megan, shout out to Megan for defining it for us. Owning your masters. Yes, your intellectual property, your tools, your output, your books. And she's actually coached me on this. I was having a conversation with her and she was like, Tim, own your masters. Like you going somewhere, so make sure that you own your stuff. And I was like, okay, Megan, I hear you.
And I love Megan. She's amazing.
Oh my gosh, she is such a blessing. And David Richardson is saying, talk about it. Yes, talk about it. And so I appreciate that. And we're going to segue a little bit. We're going to take a little break. We're going to play a little game, as we like to do on the late afternoon show, before we get into the ending or the wrap up of our show. But before we do that, I just want to give a little plug. So folks are seeing Tim Salau here. We're going to see him again. My man is everywhere. And so I told you guys, this is my birthday week, right? So I'm born February 29. This year, we don't have a 29th, but we do have a March 1st. And March 1st just so happens to be almost a year to when I started this Mr. Meaningful Work journey, which is really just exploring and defining the idea of meaningful work and how do you apply it if you're an entrepreneur, an employee, an enthusiast in a particular area. And so we have, I think we can see it here, boom. So we have the year of meaningful work, celebrating 1 year of meaningful work on a Monday, March 1st. And we're going to have Tim Salau as a guest speaker. He's going to be talking about some of the things that we will hear on the second half of the show, talking about pivoting, talking about the relationships that you need to build in order to experience meaningful work. And we have Chet. Chet Morharia is an author. He's a founder and leader of a firm out in the UK. So we international folks. We got the UK represented. We got the US represented. And for folks that register, I want to give you guys a gift, right? So not only do we want to give you a gift and celebrating the key learnings that we've learned over the year in meaningful work, we want you guys to walk away with tangible things as well. So you guys might see me rocking this shirt here. This is an I Do Meaningful Work shirt. And what I've found is that this shirt, not only is it kind of representing the brand of meaningful work, but it's a great conversation starter. Oftentimes, I don't like, maybe it's just me, I don't like small talk. Like I like talking conversation with folks. And the whole conversation of, hey, what's up? What's your name? How are you doing? Like, where do you work? Or what do you do? Is just very surface level. But if you see a shirt like this and it says, I do meaningful work. Oh, what meaningful work do you do? That just changes the conversation. And it really helps folks have those discussions about meaningful work. So you get a shirt if you register. We also got some giveaways. So Chet's book, The Work Worth Doing. He authored, this is a best-selling book on Amazon. He released it about a month ago. And within a week, it already made the bestseller list on Amazon. So you guys get The Work Worth Doing. He's going to be talking about some of the principles on there. In addition, we got some tea. We got some tea, yo. We got some tea. Tim Salau is also not just the CEO of Guide, which is the bite-sized learning for remote teams. He also has a company, Big Black Tea, which just that's how you know he knows his customers. He got a sense like, you know what, folks are going through it right now, and they need a piece. They need a time of zen. They need a time of harmony. They need to reset. And so he created this. These are my bags, so you can see them like all opened up and stuff.
I don't even have any bags.
So we got some tea that we're gonna be giving away to folks. In addition to the shirt, and we also got some pins. So you can put it on your badge. We got I do meaningful work. I like to put on the lapel of my suit. We got pins. We got magnets. We got all types of stuff. We got the Meaningful Monday magnets. We got the Happy Face Meaningful Work guy. We have just my smiling face magnets that you can kind of put on your fridge or whatnot. But everybody sign up. Go to mrmeaningfulwork.com/event. It's March 1st. It's just an hour from 12 to 1 on the 1st. And it's going to be a power-packed hour. It's going to be lots of laughs, lots of love, lots of learning on the idea of experiencing meaningful work. I can't post the link on here just because StreamYard doesn't let me post on there, but I will post it on the recap tomorrow, mrmeaningfulwork.com/event. But without further ado, we're going to jump into our game. So we're going to play a game called Impressions. All right. So we're going to play a game called Impressions. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give Tim Salau a character or a name or a celebrity or somebody, and he's going to try to give his best impression of that person. And folks in the audience, if you're still with us, let me know if you're still with us. If you're still with us, give me a thumbs up emoji or say hi, just to know you're still with us. You are going to rate Tim's impression, right? So you're going to rate it from 1 to 5. 5 meaning he nailed it. 1 meaning stick to being a co-founder, don't do impressions. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity. So the first one that we are going to do, this should be a very easy one for you. I want you to give us your best impression of Barack Obama. Let us hear your best impression of Barack Obama. And you guys rate it in the chat on a scale of 1 to 5. 5, he killed it. I almost thought he was Obama. Or number 1, that impression could be counted as treason. Don't ever do it again. Let us go.
Oh, dude. Michelle. No, where you at?
Yo, rate that. You guys rate that. He said, yo, I love that. Like, if my eyes were closed, I probably would have thought, but let me not skew the votes. How do you guys think that he did on the Obama impression? Do it one more time for us. Do it again.
Michelle. Malaya, where are you?
Wayne said he gave you a 4. That's good. That is good. That is hecka good. Man, you are killing. You pretty much, you know what I loved that what you did is I would have automatically thought that somebody would do an impression of him like doing a speech or an engagement. What you did was you showed us his home life. Like, where's my wife and where are my kids? Like, that is a side of, bro, I love that so much. That is killer. We'll do one more. David Richardson says 3. 3. Oh, we got somebody else that says 3. Bro, you're killing it, man. You are killing it. Megan gave you a 4. You are killing it, bro. You are the master impressionist. We're going to do one more. And this is just in light of recent times. I want you to do your best impression of Jay-Z.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Bro, JC is interesting, man. Oh my goodness, JC just has such an interesting character.
That dude is so dynamic. It's crazy.
Bro, when I think about Jay-Z, bro, I just think about he's always bugging you. Like, I don't think I've never seen Jay-Z like happy, bro. Like,
like overjoyed, like just having a good old time. Yeah. The dude's just
it's like
how we all rate. So this is his impression right here. He's just mugging the Jay-Z mug. Would you rate that 5 or 1 on your impression of Jay-Z? Just to give us that mug again. Let's see that Jay-Z, that money face, man. And you got to put the hand on the chin, like that's.
Growing up in Brooklyn, man, they didn't respect my hustle. Now they see me selling wine. It's just like, we've been doing this. Man, we've been flipping rocks.
Tim, I can't breathe, bro.
It's the culture. What's up?
Yo, you guys rate my man. Rate my man. Wayne said 1. Wayne said 1. Nah, bro. He said,
bro, honestly, bro, it's hard to be Jay-Z.
It's hard. He's probably being himself. He probably finds it difficult, man. Like he probably needs a body double just for himself. It's a lot of pressure. So we appreciate you playing that game. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, everybody, for participating. We're gonna close out here. I want to ask you a quick question here as we wrap up our show on what is one thing, because we know Guy kind of went through some changes in 2020. And so what I would love to hear from you is what is maybe one major lesson that you learned from pivoting, changing your business strategy? What is one major lesson that you learned from pivoting?
Yeah, if you're ever going to pivot a company, a business, and we're a business that we sell software, but we own a consumer product good brand, right? And this is not new. There are businesses that they have a portfolio of businesses, right? And that's because that's important for those of you who are listening. You're a founder, you're an entrepreneur. It helps you build leverage. When you have 2 offerings in market, you've multiplied your valuation, the value of your company, the value of your brand, right? And this is important for anyone that's raising venture capital and building a business, because this is the stuff that you don't know. And it's often you talk to investors and they'll look at you like you're crazy, but you don't own 2 lines of businesses in one company, right? And that you can always invest profits from any line of businesses in another company, right? Like this is the thing that makes you different and unique as a business. Because what's a valuable? There's not a what's more valuable than one business? 2 businesses. What's more valuable than 2 businesses? 3 businesses, right? And so on forth, right? And then it's even better when they're product-based businesses that have retention and predictability in them, right? So one of the biggest things that I learned from last year, pivoting the company, was that at the time when we pivoted Guide, our software as a service solution, that was one line of business. We're building that. We're still in beta, right? Yeah. But the reality is that, if you ever pivot, you want to pivot into a greater market, into a bigger market, right? Initially, Guide was a life skills training solution for high school students. Yeah. We pivoted into B2B to C, which is a much bigger market in terms of the amount of capital that we stand to capture in terms of value in that market, right? So we pivoted into a greater and bigger market. And then more importantly, we then went into a point where we created another line of business in Big Black Tea, which multiplied our valuation as a business, right? As a brand, because there's no brand that exists in the market today that's owned, steered, managed by 2 Black founders called Guide, and owns Big Black Tea, and then owns a software as a service solution called Guide, right? That is unique, right? That is what markets, that is what investors look for. That's what shareholders look for. And that's what makes a company amazing. That's what makes big companies. How do you differentiate in the market? Not how do you copy, not how do you look like your other players in the market, but how do you uniquely differentiate in a way where when I look at your business and I price it, that it's unique. I know that I'm looking at a gem of a business, not something that looks similar to other lines of businesses, right? Or other brands. And my biggest thing as a leader that I learned last year was that every time you pivot into a greater market, but more importantly, always be looking to build leverage within your brand, within your business. And you really build leverage through consistency, and you build leverage by investing in things that your customers want. Like, what do they deserve? What is their need for? What is their want for? And anytime you make an investment in a product, you have to be thinking about the long game, 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
You never make an investment that's only a 1 year investment is not good enough for a company, right? Yeah. Every time a company invests in a product or they buy another product, another player in the market, it's because they believe that business, that product can exist for at least 7 to 10 years and bring in a lot of revenue.
Yeah.
And that's one way to always think about investing when it comes to your business and when it comes to making sure that you differentiate in the market.
That is smart. That is smart. And for folks that are still with us, we're going to be capturing some of these key learnings from Tim's chat today. We're going to be posting it up tomorrow. Key takeaways from today's show. I mean, these are major gems because there's oftentimes, I think as an employee, as an entrepreneur, there's going to be times where you have to make a choice of changing the course of where you're going and having that in mind of, okay, so if I'm going to change course, I want to change course in a place that's going to be more beneficial. Like you want to change up versus like change down. Like, you went from lifestyle for high school students to, training for enterprises and remote teams. So you're going up and you see that opportunity, but also thinking ahead, not just the size of the market, but the longevity of that market. So I think those are some key terms or some key takeaways from that. And the last question I got for you here, Tim, is how would you define meaningful work?
Oh man, honestly, bro, you're the leader in this space, man. And I think, bro, meaningful work is what we see you do, man. I'm telling you, bro. We follow your work, Tim. We really follow your work at Guide, man. In fact, man, we're really inspired by you. You keep us going. I'm telling you 100%, man. And you, I think for me as a leader, man, I have to tell you that because you embody everything that we stand for as a culture and as a company, man. And we see meaningful work as, people who are doing things that Tim is doing. Like, you are bringing your joy to your work. You're creating your happiness, not only like in your full-time job, but in your side hustle, right? And how you're supporting your family, man. Like, that is meaningful work, and that's what we stand for at Guide. We believe that everyone's a creator. No matter if you're working in a 3 to 10 job, a 9 to 5 job, you're the janitor, you're a creator, man. You can create something, right? You got something that you can show the world and that, you can tell people about and they find joy in and you find joy in doing. So we see meaningful work as doing something that brings you joy, man. And we love boosting the creators in our community and the customers in our community who really abide by that lifestyle.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, bringing the joy in what you're doing and being able to, because this what I do, I like Tuesdays are like my favorite days because I get to talk to folks, I get to kind of express it's like my creative outlet, and I get to learn at the same time. So 100%, I like that definition. That meaningful work is work that you can bring your joy to, and allows you to create, in a meaningful way. Dude, what is, as we round up, what's one of your favorite quotes? Can you leave a quote for us, man? Is there any quote that you like or live by or often refer to?
I mean, I'm going to keep it simple with y'all. And this is a quote, straight from the top of the dome. I think it's probably been shared before. Operate in abundance. Operate in abundance. And what it means to me, man, is that, look, like a lot of people be operating with a like give and take mentality. That's not a way to operate. Like, don't think about what you can take. Always think about what you can give. And I think, it comes with a mindset of service and always understanding that it's going to come back to you in some shape or form in the future, right? Yeah. But there is no monopoly on being kind. There is no monopoly on being kind. So always operate with abundance. Always operate with the long term in mind, right? That there, you know, the pie is bigger enough for everyone. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. Like, and that's the way I think about business as well. I think about how do I create value, not how do we, you know, take or collect as much money as possible. Yeah. It's like, how do we create value for customers so we can be of service to them? And I think when you have that mindset in your life of the mindset of operating in abundance, so much starts to show itself to you with clarity. And you start to realize, like, man, all I have to do is give. That's all I have to do. And it'll come back. And it might be a force feature.
Man, man. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Yeah. Yo, that is the model to live by. Guys, we have been chatting with Tim Salau, who is the Forbes Next 1000. Mama, we made it. And, you know, CEO of Guys, CEO of Big Black Tea, just an all-around awesome human being. Anybody that I have run into that has interacted with Tim has had a positive impact. And that is a legacy, that you connect with folks and you leave positivity in your wake. And, you know, we appreciate you, appreciate the work that you're doing. We wish you phenomenal success. Guys, if you want to see some more of Tim, you just follow him on LinkedIn. He is on Twitter. He is very on Twitter. My guy is on Twitter. Heavy. Yep. He is on Twitter. He is on LinkedIn. Follow his website. Follow his organization. Get his tea, Big Black Tea. You guys go on there. You get the Zen. You get the harmony. But he's going to be joining us on Monday, March 1st at 12 o'clock Pacific time, sharing some more tips and tricks on our celebration of 1 year of meaningful work. We're going to play our theme music to get us out of here. On Friday, we got a double header this week, guys. I told you, this is my birthday week. We doing it big. We got John Henry. John Henry is going to be on the show on Friday. So it is going to be Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. Check us out Friday, 2 o'clock. We got John Henry, who is going to be talking about his company. He got a company called Loop Insurance, which is just revamping, disrupting the insurance industry. When you talk about impact, when you talk about coming up, you know, Tim, you know, you have gone through that whole venture journey. John has done that as well, has actually been on both sides of it as well. So we are very excited to have John joining us. But guys, let us know if you have any feedback on the show. Shoot me an email, tim@mrmeaningfulwork.com. If you have suggestions for topics that we should have, guests that we should invite, things that we should talk about, we crave your feedback. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. I knew we were going to run over a little bit because it was Tim and Tim. It's double. We were going to go overtime anyway. We were going to go into double overtime. But ladies and gentlemen, check us out on Friday afternoon. Let that rock. Hey. We'll check you guys out next time. It's the Late Afternoon Show signing out. And we out.